Hey, what is up everybody? It's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today we will be talking about the most recent developments in the 7 Deadly Sins story, including the ongoing showdown between the Demon King on the one side and Elizabeth and Meliodas on the other. The latest chapter revealed some fascinating things about the potential for combining demon and goddess powers to create incredibly effective combo attacks. And we learn more about the specific limitations that Meliodas is forced to accept in his battle against the Demon King. Limitations that the Demon King is planning to exploit to the fullest. By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to all of you down in the comments of our 7 Deadly Sins videos who have been thanking us for regularly covering this series. I know that there aren't that many YouTubers talking about the 7 Deadly Sins, especially not bigger YouTubers, but we do this because we love the series and because we appreciate all of your ongoing support. Thanks again, and let me know down in the comments if you're happy with the content we've been putting out. You know I always love hearing from you. If you enjoy the 7 Deadly Sins content on this channel and you want to see more, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And of course, this video is discussing the latest developments in the story, so manga spoilers will be included. If you're not caught up, proceed with caution, you have been warned. Chapter 318 starts off with Demon King Zeldris and Meliodas duking it out pretty intensely atop the magic lake. Meliodas clearly has the upper hand, and even special spells that the Demon King is using, such as the Prison Gate Saber, are unable to stop Meliodas. In fact, Meliodas is effectively using his sacred treasure, the Demon Sword Lost Vein, to repulse the Demon King's attack with the help of full counter. At this point, we also see Elizabeth using her goddess powers to help tag team the Demon King along with Meliodas. Together, Elizabeth and Meliodas create a very interesting combo move called God Eater that seems to be extremely powerful, and it looks like it had a significant effect on the Demon King. Personally, I am fascinated by this idea of combining goddess and demon powers. These two clans have been at war for thousands of years, and historically it would have been extremely rare to see a goddess and a demon fighting together. And that is exactly why I am so interested in seeing Meliodas and Elizabeth on the same side and combining each other's strengths and compensating for each other's weaknesses. In fact, I am so interested in this topic that I made a whole video called "What if Meliodas and Elizabeth had a baby?" And in that video, my friend Noxtaku and I speculated about what kind of powers the son of Elizabeth and Meliodas might have, and how the demon and goddess powers could potentially combine inside this one person. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check out that full video. I will link it in the description and at the end of this video. At this point, it has become clear that Meliodas has the upper hand over the Demon King inside of Zeldris' body. So Meliodas decides to start talking a bit of smack to the Demon King. He says that it is now apparent that the Demon King cannot use the ability called the Ruler effectively. Perhaps because he is not used to his new vessel yet, or because he is not compatible with it. In case you need a reminder, the Ruler is an ability that allows the Demon King to turn the effects of all attacks against him around, so that instead of dealing damage to him, they actually make him stronger. Back in Purgatory, Ban learned to counter this move by sending his own energy to the Demon King instead of trying to take his, and because of the Ruler's effect, this ended up hurting the Demon King instead of helping him. However, Ban is not here right now. He is not present for this battle, so the fact that the Demon King still hasn't activated the Ruler seems to suggest to Meliodas that the Demon King is still incapable of using it effectively inside his new vessel. Meliodas goes on to say that the Demon King in his current state has no hope of defeating him and Elizabeth, and that he should just return to Purgatory. However, the Demon King can feel that beyond his confident facade, Meliodas is actually very impatient. Meliodas knows that the longer he stays in the mortal plane, the more this world will suffer from natural disasters and calamities, and he wants to defeat the Demon King as soon as possible so that he can go to the Demon Realm and spare the mortal realm from further destruction. Meliodas is also clearly holding back against the Demon King because he doesn't want to kill Zeldris in the process. Meliodas even tries to contact Zeldris directly to get through to him on the inside, and Elizabeth notes that just like last time when the Demon King possessed Meliodas, it is likely that Zeldris will need to also fight from the inside in order to be able to drive out the Demon King. It won't be enough to just physically defeat the Demon King on the outside. The Demon King notices that Meliodas is holding back, that his punches and slashes are not nearly as powerful as they could be. We know of course that this is because Meliodas doesn't want to hurt Zeldris, and the Demon King notes that the fact that Meliodas is holding back, despite having power that is equal to the Demon King, proves that Meliodas is a fool. The Demon King is clearly still hoping to win the Father of the Year award with his flawless parenting. I mean, mocking your one son and calling him a fool for not wanting to kill your other son whom you just happen to be currently possessing against his will? Those are some epic gamer fatherhood skills right there. Now, I talked about this in previous videos, but just like when the Demon King possessed Meliodas, this fight will be a multifaceted battle, not a simple one. Meliodas is clearly limited by the fact that he doesn't want to kill Zeldris, so he is forced to hold back, and Meliodas is also limited by the fact that he has to rush, otherwise his continued presence in the mortal realm will keep causing more and more damage. On the other hand, the Demon King has no moral limitations whatsoever, like zero. He doesn't care what happens to the body of Zeldris, and he doesn't care about what happens to the mortal plane, so he can keep exploiting these weaknesses and stall for time. Meliodas is in a very difficult situation because he can't physically kill the Demon King, but if he doesn't get him out of Zeldris' body, then the Demon King will start destroying all of Britannia as soon as Meliodas decides to leave the mortal realm. I expect that in the coming chapters we will see some scenes of Zeldris on the inside and we'll get a glimpse of what he has been up to. Does Zeldris actually believe that Meliodas betrayed him and killed Gelda, or does he see through his father's trickery and he is ultimately going to actively resist his father? Personally, I think Zeldris is smart enough to see through his father's trickery, but the Demon King is definitely playing on Zeldris' innermost emotions by using Gelda, so we will have to wait and see. I am very curious to find out what will happen next in this fight, and definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What else will happen in the fight? Can the Demon King somehow be purged from Zeldris' body, or do they have to just outright defeat him both on the inside and on the outside? Will the real Gelda somehow become involved? And if so, what role will she play? Let me know down below. One important thing that really struck me about this chapter was the teamwork between Meliodas and Elizabeth, and how they were able to blend demon and goddess powers in order to form incredibly unique and effective attacks using opposite forms of magic. These attacks definitely seem to be effective against the Demon King, and I wonder whether this teamwork could be foreshadowing about what's to come in the future. As you know if you've been following this channel, I've been saying for a long time that a great ending for the 7 Deadly Sins would be if Meliodas and Elizabeth replaced the Demon King and the Supreme Deity as the rulers of their respective clans. We know that the demons and goddesses have been engaged in a pointless war for thousands of years, and knowing how stubborn and ruthless the Demon King and the Supreme Deity are, the only way to truly bring this war to an end is for someone else to replace the Demon King and the Supreme Deity as the rulers of the demon and goddess clans. Meliodas' power is already at the level of the Demon King, and the fact that Elizabeth and Meliodas are in love makes them the perfect candidates for the next rulers of their respective clans. By being together, Meliodas and Elizabeth will be a great example to the other members of their clans that demons and goddesses don't need to hate each other and that they can live together in harmony. Having Meliodas, the son of the Demon King, and Elizabeth, the daughter of the Supreme Deity, replace their parents as the rulers of their clans and bring an end to the holy wars once and for all would be a very satisfying ending to the series. Although no ending would be completely satisfying, since I'm sure that most of us fans don't want it to end at all. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me that Elizabeth and Meliodas replacing their parents as rulers of their clans and bringing an end to the holy wars would be a good ending. If you're interested in this idea of demon and goddess powers combining, feel free to check out my video about Meliodas and Elizabeth having a baby, link in the description and at the end of this video. I also recently made a video called What if Escanor and Merlin had a baby, so if you're interested in how radically different types of powers could potentially combine in the 7 Deadly Sins universe, you can check that video out as well. If you enjoyed the 7 Deadly Sins content on this channel and you want to see more, please leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can check us out on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeUproar for all the latest 7 Deadly Sins news and updates. A huge thank you to all of our AnimeUproar patrons for supporting our work. I want to give a special thank you to our Pro Hero tier patrons, including the one and only Gilgamesh, Nothing But a Fan, Jason Wilson, and King Zeldris. And another huge thank you to our The One tier patrons, the ones who stand above all other clans, including Ace, Ingrata, Matty Mac, and Mako Takun. And at the very pinnacle of interdimensional greatness, the tier reserved only for legends. A massive thank you to Reagan Harrison, a disciple of Lord Twigo himself. If you guys feel that our content provides value for you and you want to support more, be sure to check out our Patreon link in the description. Even donating a single dollar will give you access to our AnimeUproar patron exclusive Discord, and your name will appear in our videos along with these amazing people. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate it. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.